Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much, first off, if you're watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you read the title, then you already know what today's video is about. I'm expecting. This is my first time ever in life being pregnant. So we're just gonna discuss like the days that led up to me finding out I was pregnant, how I found out I was pregnant, how I feel about the whole thing. And I'm really just gonna start making these videos for women who are expecting, who's going through pregnancy, who want to know what it's like when you're at a certain point throughout your pregnancy, your first, second, third trimester, etc. So I just want you all to come through the journey with me. And I'm new to the whole mommy thing, so I just want to give my perspective on everything. And I'm also new to YouTube, so just thank you for coming. I hope that you like this video. I hope that you share this video and just really enjoy this journey with me. So where do I begin? Okay, so let's start by saying for a long time I did not know I could have kids. If you know me, then you know I have always said I can't have kids. Like, never been pregnant, never once had a positive pregnancy test. I've had scares before where like I may not have came on my cycle and I thought I was pregnant, but I've always had irregular menstrual cycles. So it's not abnormal. I'm scratching my feet. Don't play with me. It's not abnormal for me to miss a month or come on late or come on twice to 3 times a month. Like, that's all happened to me before. I've always had really harsh menstrual cycles. And usually women like that, it is hard for us to get pregnant. So moving along, I was going through an infertility process before I actually found out I was pregnant. I was in a relationship. We both wanted a child and I wasn't getting pregnant. Wasn't on birth control. I haven't been on birth control in years. So like I said, I always thought I couldn't have kids anyway. But we were going through an infertility process at the moment, like literally. And fast forward, I was 3 days late on my cycle in July. So, I mean, in August. Yes, in August. So my last menstrual cycle was July 9th. That was the first day of my last menstrual cycle. Mind you, I'm in the Army, so I'm doing PT tests. And it's funny because like I've never had an issue with the PT test. Like, and if you don't know what a PT test, it's just physical training. Like you do, you run 2 miles, you got to do a certain amount of push-ups, a certain amount of sit-ups and stuff like that. So it's just a combination of workouts that you do, that you have to do, is required of you. And of course you have to pass, you have to maintain, a certain level of physical fitness to be in the Army. Now this particular time I took it in July, I almost like completely blacked out. So I had done my push-ups, I had done my sit-ups. Actually, this time the PT test had changed, but that's neither here nor there. I was about to do a 2-mile run, but before I got to the 2-mile run, I started feeling super hot. Like, and mind you, I hadn't been hydrating even the day before, which is a routine for me if I know I have a PT test coming up. So I'm about to do this run and I just get hot. Like, I'm about to pass out. And I had to sit down, and one of my battles, one of the people in the Army, they're like, "Are you okay?" Like, they're putting water on my head, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Just give me a second, and I'll be able to run in a second." No, baby, no, I wasn't. No, I was not, and that's never happened to me before. Mind you, I always get anxious, I always get anxiety before I have to do it because I don't like to fail at anything. So I end up going to the latrine. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm using Army jargon. I had to go to the bathroom, okay? And when I got to the bathroom, my stomach was hurting so bad. My stool was black, which everybody knows that's a red flag. And after I had used the bathroom, I went to go like stand up, wash my hands, and right on the floor. Dropped right on the floor. I'm in the fetal position on the floor in the bathroom, which is freaking disgusting. So I knew, I was like, bro, nobody's in this bathroom with me. Nobody knows that I'm in here dying. Like, something is not right. Am I thinking I'm pregnant? Heck no. So I finally get up. I'm talking to myself. I'm like, you have to get out this bathroom. If you don't get out this bathroom, nobody's going to know you're dying. Like, you have to find the strength to get up. So I get up. I walk out. I'm like holding on the wall. I'm like, and one of my NCOs just happened to come by and see me. He's like, are you okay? Like, da-da-da. I'm like, I need to see a medic. Long story short, I go to the medics. They do a little exam on me. They're like, are you pregnant? I'm saying no. I don't know. Shit, it's still in July. I just had a dang cycle. Like, how am I supposed to know I'm pregnant? So they're like, have you been hydrating? I'm like, yes. They don't know what's wrong. So at this point, they just give me some time off, let me regroup. I try again in a week. Or was it a week later? I did it again. Except this time, I was able to do it. Like, I did it full out. I passed as usual. Everything was okay. So now I'm really thinking maybe it was, I don't know, maybe something was just off of my body. I have absolutely no idea. Fast forward. So I end up August comes and August 9th comes and there's no period. Usually my periods are so irregular that they come about 3 days to a week prior from whenever the last period came. So if I came on July 9th, I should have came on like the 1st of August or at least by the 3rd. When I didn't come on by the 3rd, okay, I was like, I got my period, but mind you, I had been convincing myself my whole life that I couldn't even have kids. So it was whatever. Plus I'm going through an infertility process, right? So being that I'm going through that process, when August 9th came, I had an actual ultrasound appointment because they do a regular ultrasound on you and then they do a vaginal ultrasound on you to make sure like my uterus is fine, everything is intact, and make sure it's not on my side as to why I can't have kids. So I'm getting on August 9th, 1 month from my last cycle, I'm getting an ultrasound and then I get a vaginal ultrasound. They don't see anything. They don't, oh, my teeth look good. Okay, they don't see anything. There's no sign of a pregnancy. All my blood work came back good, even though they had me do blood work like a trillion times over and over and over. I don't know what was going on. They kept saying my blood was good, but they kept making me do the same thing over and over. Anywho, they didn't see any signs of a baby. My uterus looked fine. So then the next step was going to be to check the father. But the very next day, I'm on the phone with my sister. I'm in a car. And I'm just like, I really don't feel good. Like, my stomach is cramping so bad. It is now August 10th. I'm still not on. I just had the ultrasound the day before. And it's just like, yo, like, what is wrong with me? So my sister's like, girl, you need to take a pregnancy test. I'm like, girl, I'm not pregnant. Like, clearly I'm not pregnant. I just had an ultrasound and a vaginal ultrasound plus blood work. I'm not pregnant. I've never been pregnant. And I'm going through an infertility process. How am I going to be pregnant? So, my legs hurt, y'all. I be sitting down too much. I'm a little lazy. Anywho, so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to entertain it. I'm going to get me a pregnancy test because I had to pee so bad. So long story short, I was in the car talking to my sister. I had to go get gas. I go in and she's like, you need to buy a pregnancy test. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to buy one for shits and giggles. I get the pregnancy test because I already have to pee, right? I go in the bathroom, pee on the stick, lay a paper towel down, place it gently on the paper towel, not paying any attention. I'm wiping, get myself together, turn around, I'm buckling up my pants, and I see that positive sign and the negative sign. Honey, I was like this for like 3 minutes straight. Yeah, it like completely blew my mind. I had never, ever in my 28 years of life had a positive pregnancy test ever in life. And it was like, I couldn't get out that bathroom fast enough. I could not wash my hands fast enough. I could not take pictures of it fast enough. I could not like think, like, I'm like, hold up. I just left the doctor's yesterday and I'm pregnant. I am 28 years old. I am pregnant for the first time. I didn't know what to do, y'all. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to think. It was crazy. When I tell you I'm doing 80 in the 60 fucking ticket. Cause doing 80 in the 60 up a ticket. I'm trying so hard to get back to the father of my child, like so fast. Cause you know how like you always plan like, okay, even though we were kind of going through something at the time, like all that went out the window. Like it was like, I'm pregnant. Like what? Like, and you know how disappointed it is when you want to give your partner a child and every month your period comes on? Do you know how depressing that is? Not even more so for me, it was more so for my partner. It was like, I can handle it. Like I'm a very, very strong individual. I can stomach a lot, you know what I'm saying? But when you get excited every month and then that cycle come on and you see the disappointment in his face, and then it make you feel like, dang, like I can't give him the one thing he wants the most. And when I had always imagined, like when I did end up pregnant, how I would present it to him. Like how, like I had a whole thing, like would we go to dinner? Would I take him on like out of town, do this and do that and present it like this? Like all that went out the window because I couldn't wait. I'm literally flying because he only lived like 5 minutes from the gas station I was at. I get out my car, I'm walking up the stairs to his room. I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Do I hide it behind my back? Do I do it? Like, like, I don't know. Like, everything was rushing through my mind. He's opening the door. I'm like, he's like, you pregnant? Oh my God. And he started calling his brothers, da 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 da. And it was just like, yo, like, I cannot tell y'all, like, how exciting it was. And I don't know, it's like I'm lost for words even at this moment telling the story because it's just like, dang, like I'm actually pregnant. Like it was crazy. It was so crazy. So mind you, I was still cramping though. Like I was having a lot of cramps in my pelvic area. So I ended up going to the emergency room and they confirmed like, hey, you're expecting. Like, when did you take the test? Da, da, da. And I'm like, yeah, I took it on the 10th. Even though the day before I had an ultrasound, they didn't find anything. Like, I was scared when I went to the emergency room. Like, what if it's a fluke? Like, what if this is a false positive test? Anything. And I was laying on there. They was taking all day to do my blood work. Because they had to draw my blood again to make sure. And she came back in. This is what the doctor did, first of all. She's like, I'll be back. It might take like 30 minutes to an hour. I'm watching the clock, beating the clock down, okay? She finally come back in the room and she opens the door. Mind you, the curtain is closed, so I could see her feet though. So she knock, open the door, close it, and stands there. I'm behind a curtain. Like, if she don't bring her ass around this corner, then she gonna peek around the corner and she's like, you're expecting. And I didn't know whether to laugh, curse her out, cry. Like I didn't know what to do, but sure enough, your girl is expecting. So I was 3 to 4 weeks once I found out. I'm gonna do another video. I'm not gonna include it in this video, but I am going to do a weekly video from the time I found out, like my symptoms, cravings, weight gain, emotional changes, everything. Like, so please stay tuned for the next video because I have that coming soon. But I was 3 to 4 weeks pregnant when I found out. August 10th. Found out about my little munchkin. But I will say that I had a lot of fear. Like I already have anxiety. I've always had anxiety. So knowing that I was pregnant and so when I first went, they really didn't see anything when they did the ultrasound. Like they still couldn't see I think it's pronounced the gas. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure I know how to pronounce it for the next video, and I'm gonna save that for the next video. But all I'm gonna say is that I was really, really nervous to the point that I couldn't really be as excited as I wanted to be, because I just wanted I wanted my baby to be healthy. I needed to hear a heartbeat. I needed to see it, and I needed the whole 9 right away. And of course, it doesn't work like that. But I mean, so far so good. I can't wait to keep you all updated. I really, really, really hope you all stick with me through this journey. I really hope you like this video, and I hope that it's informative. So to women out there, because I'm one of those people, I have to see it to believe it. I have to go through it to believe it. And I've always heard stories of females like, I didn't know I was pregnant until I was such and such months, and da-da-da. And I'm like, how? You mean to tell me you was 4 months and you ain't know? You mean to tell me you didn't know till you gave birth? You was going into labor? Cut it. But people do still come on their cycles. And people, like, this is real life thing. People still get blood tests and they don't see the baby. They can't tell that you're pregnant. I literally had 2 ultrasounds and blood work the day before I took a regular home test and found out I was pregnant. Like, it's possible. So to those out there that may have had an experience similar to that, it's possible. Just keep watching your body. You never know. Like I said, I'm 28 years old. This is my first time ever. Timing is everything. Everything happens for a reason. So, don't beat yourself up about it. There were plenty of women who used to tell me when I was going through the infertility process, like, hey, I used to worry all the time. I used to get depressed all the time when I couldn't give my mate a child, or etc. And just don't worry. When you stop worrying, it'll happen. When you stop worrying, it'll happen. And I was just like, okay. Did you do anything different? Did you eat something different? Were you doing this? Were you doing that? And they were like, no, I didn't do anything different. I didn't have less or more sex. I didn't eat this instead of that. I didn't have to pray more. It's just timing. Okay, when the time is right, when it's your time, it's your time. And that goes for anything in life, okay? So that's my story on how I found out I was pregnant. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really, really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was informative, entertaining. Whichever reason you came to watch this video, I'm grateful. Thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe if you wish. Share if you wish. I greatly appreciate it all. And once again, thank you so much for watching this video. And I really hope that you stay tuned for the rest of my journey. Bye.